Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Tekton channel, and today we're going into Tool Talk episode 18, my Gearwrench Pliers set that I've had for a couple years now versus the Channellock pliers that I bought to replace them, and then I'll go into why I'm switching. And no, it's not because I haven't been pleased with the Gearwrench set. If you're out there looking for a good plier set, this video is mainly going to be to show you, a comparison, not say which one's better or anything like that, just so you can get an idea of what features you're getting, what quality you're getting, and the price range that they're going to be in. So I really hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you guys think. So I'm going to try and go through this as quickly as possible, but give you as much information as possible. So this is the Gearwrench 7-piece set that I got a couple years ago, and it is the Comfort Grip set. It's going to run around $90, and it'll be linked down in the description on my Amazon links. They also have a non-comfort grip, just your standard handles, for $70. So I'm not going to give you the individual part numbers on these unless you drop a comment down below. If you just want to buy, like a single one of these, I'll give you the part number on it. But the reasoning for me switching, well, for one, when I first started buying tools, I did a whole lot of research on Gearwrench because I had purchased, some stuff already, and I really like their products. So I was kind of on a Gearwrench thing. So I purchased them. They were decent priced, or decently priced, so that's what I went with. I didn't do a whole lot of shopping around because I had already been happy with the Gearwrench product and stuff like that. So that's just kind of what I went with at the time. And for $90, this 7-piece set in a nice little blow molded case, it was good at the time. So as far as quality or my happiness with the tools, it's all good. I really enjoyed them. There's nothing wrong with them. They all operate smoothly, all good quality. Nothing wrong with them. The reason I'm switching is, well, for one, I can. Two, I think it makes for good content. I'm able to show you these as well as what I'm purchasing, so you can kind of see a comparison between the two. Three, the price difference. This set being $90. I bought, well, here I have 7 pliers that I've purchased, but I actually have one more on the way, so 8 brand new pliers made in the USA to these 7 that are Taiwan, $90 versus $110. So $20 difference there, getting a lifetime warranty with either set. Now, keep in mind, the Channellocks and Tektons that I bought, they're all USA made, but the Channellock and Tekton wasn't a kit. I went through and purchased what I wanted from them. So that's going to vary price range as well. But let me go ahead and start comparing them. Now this is a 12-inch tongue and groove, or pipe pliers, water pump pliers, whatever you want to call them. And then this is a 9.5-inch. Well, the larger set is not in yet. That's the one I'm still waiting on. So as of right now, I have the Tekton, and I believe this is the same Wilde, or WILDE. I believe they have the exact same pliers. I think they're made, from the same people, if I remember correctly. So I mean, it's real good quality, real clean, your standard handles. And that's one thing that I thought I liked about the Gearwrench set at the beginning, was the comfort grip, but they do tend to get bulky, especially like these Kleins. They butt up against each other, or I shouldn't say Klein, Lineman Pliers. They're a little bit bulky, so if you're trying to get into real tight spots or anything like that, they're not going to be the best for that, but they are comfortable. So the part number on the Tekton tongue and groove is 37524, made in the USA. And I actually got that with these slip joints, which is 37123, also made in the USA. These came as a set together for $21. I also got a set of Channellocks, a little bit smaller slip joints right here. The one thing I did notice with the Channellock is it's very lightly laser engraved into this. So it's kind of hard to see. It's number 526. Obviously, it's a little bit easier to read on here. Next up, they have a lot of different lineman pliers, and from the picture on Amazon, I actually thought this was supposed to have a crimper at the bottom as well, but I should have done a little bit more research. But I'm still happy with it. I wasn't probably going to use these for a crimper anyways, but 369, made in the USA. And this is the XLT. They moved the pivot point up closer to the cutters to give you more leverage, which I thought was really cool. Next up is the end nippers, and these are actually really nice. Once I get all the serial numbers out there, or part numbers to you, this is an XLT as well. Pivot points up closer to the top, give you more leverage, making cutting nails and stuff a lot easier. But these are extremely nice. Echo 357. And then once I give you all the serial numbers, I'll give you the prices on these as well. The long nose, which is going to be Echo 318. Once again, with that pivot point a little bit higher. Really nice. Now, if I would have, back in the day, yes, I probably would have done a little bit more research and probably bought these off, the first time around if I would have done a little bit more research. But nothing wrong with the Gearwrench ones. It's just, for the price difference, I should have went with these in the first place. This is part number 337, and it's the diagonal side cutters. Now I'll kind of quickly go through and show you the differences. So here I did notice with the Tektons, even though they're made in the USA, you do see an awfully sharp turn right here. They're a little bit bulkier as far as the amount of metal material you have there. But once again, you got thinner handles. Being made in the USA, we're hoping for a better, metal. Hopefully it's stronger. But overall, all I've heard are good things from the USA made Tekton pliers. Now, obviously, you see the jaw differences here as well in the teeth. And then the slip joints that I purchased from Channellock and Tekton are a different design. You see, this is kind of a newer slip joint design that's become really popular, and I really enjoyed this design, but I have a snap-on set that's almost identical to that. So I do have the standard looking slip joints. The nice thing about the Tekton is you have a couple different sized jaws here, and then the flat teeth as well. And then you just got your standard smaller slip joints here from Channellock. And then as far as the Lineman Pliers, you get a little bit extra length here. The pivot point, which I already mentioned, being up higher. Now in the Gearwrench, you do have the open jaw portion above the cutter, where this is just the flat teeth. But the Gearwrench, you can't really see that very well, only having straight teeth, whereas the Channellock, it has cross hatching. And then you got the polar at the bottom. Got some really really defined teeth down there at the bottom. And then the end nippers. These end nippers, I don't really use end nippers a lot. I don't do a whole lot of woodwork or anything like that. But I have had to use them a couple times. Now, one thing you will notice on the Gearwrench, the actual part that's going to be, cutting sits down there. It's not a flush cut end nipper, whereas the Channellock is much higher to the top. You're able to get much closer. If we were cutting a nail off in the top of this workbench, this one would get it much more flush with the bench than the Gearwrench set would. Plus, these just feel much sharper. They all have a very nice rust resistant coating on them. The handles are very comfortable. Hopefully they stay on. A lot of the cheaper pliers with this style grip, after time they tend to slip off, but I'm hoping against that. Plus, lifetime warranty. And then the long nose pliers, or needle nose, whatever you prefer to call them, I tried to get them with the same design. You got the cutters, the open jaw, and the smaller teeth. But on the Channellock, you can see here much more defined teeth there up at the top on the Channellock. But one thing I did notice, turning them sideways, you can see how this comes down to a nice point, very clean. Well, the Channellock I noticed is a little bit bulkier and waits till right up around here to actually start to come to a point where it stays thicker here. That might be a pro, it might be a con, I'm not too sure, you know, as long as I doubt it's going to be too bulky, but that's just a difference that I noticed. And then on the diagonal side cutters, it's like the end nippers and the diagonal side cutters from Gearwrench. They just always seemed like they were shaped kind of funny. They just seemed smaller. Not that they didn't work good, they just seemed a little different. But overall, fairly similar design. I mean, it's a diagonal side cutter. But let me know your guys' thoughts. Was this worth it? $90 for the Gearwrench made in Taiwan set, or $110 for all of these plus a larger tongue and groove set as well. But $21, $5. The other tongue and groove that I got was $9. The diagonal side cutters, $16. Lineman pliers, $24. Those are the most expensive ones. The end nippers are $17, and the needle nose $18, coming to a total of $110. So the big thing in these obviously were you get a better quality tool being made in the USA, you know. You can argue that if you want, but I truly believe Channellock's got a good quality tool for a really good price. Same thing as Tekton releasing more USA made products at a really good price. I think the teeth are better defined, they have a few better features, but overall for the price I would still be happy with these. But I figured, why not spend a little bit of money, give you guys a good quality content video of a comparison between the two, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any personal opinions about either sets that maybe you own, please drop it down in the comments. I'm happy to read them and reply to you guys. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.